Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to today's message. We're all here sharing this human experience together, and this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic selves. We do things differently here on this channel. That being said, if the message does happen to resonate, it would mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. Keeping in mind that triggering statements may arise on the reading itself, but there's no obligation to force it to fit. And triggers are a beautiful blueprint for us to deepen our healing journey as well. I'm truly honored to be here sharing this with you, and for those of you that choose to hang out with me on the reading, know that I am honored and blessed to have you here. So today's message is your ancestors have been trying to get this to you. We're going to be using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. So angels and ancestors, what have you been trying to get to my fellow humans? Your ancestors have been trying to get this to you. What have you been trying to get to my fellow humans? What card is going to help us better understand this message better? Okay, thank you. On the bottom, we have the Seer. See beyond the current situation. So definitely helping you to re-tap into your intuition. You may have been feeling disconnected from your intuition as of late, but you are not. There are times when we go through periods like quiet spells, and it's because we're on this constant ride of healing and letting go. And so there's going to be moments when we're able to really tap in and hear the messages clearly, and other times when we're still receiving the message, but we're thinking we're not hearing it clearly, or we're questioning ourselves, and that's okay. So your ancestors have been trying to help you reconnect with that deeper knowledge, that deeper intuitive knowing that resides within, with the Seer coming out. So ancestors, what have you been trying to get to my fellow humans? Your ancestors have been trying to get this to you. What would you like to say today, ancestors? So we have the 5th house. Okay, we have Capricorn and Saturn. There's been a lot of struggle here, especially when it comes to love life. Now, whether that is because you already have a partner in your life, you're dating, or you want to have somebody in your life, this really does feel like partnerships to me. There's been a lot of struggle with having a connection in your life and wondering, like, is this how it's always going to be? There's always going to be this where people are running away, where people are ghosting, where we just don't work, where it's just there's not enough communication, there's a lack of communication, there's just all these different things that are coming in from the outside world. Now I understand where the confusion comes from, is it feels like the whole world is trying to conspire against you when it comes to the thing that you want, and that's the love relationship that you're asking for, or a certain connection. Maybe you're asking for a specific connection in your life. Could even be soul tribe. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It does feel romantic, but it doesn't have to be. But I do feel like there's a lot of patterns that you have had to overcome, and you've been working on overcoming those patterns diligently, but it might not seem like those patterns are connected to your ability to manifest people into your life, because they might be, you know, things like, oh, the way that you acted here, or the way that you were treated here, or the way that you took on feeling and believing this over here. And it might not be necessarily your worth, or it might not necessarily be, you know, feeling like people are just going to be people and I'm never going to have a good connection. It could literally just be something simple, but it's actually tied and connected to how you feel about yourself. Each one of these patterns, and you're releasing those, but it's taking a long time. It's a long journey here, especially with Saturn. This is teaching you to be patient for the good things. You deserve the good life, and you're learning how to be patient to receive the good life. And through that, you're building a very solid structure foundation where you'll be able to build a connection with the right person that becomes unshakable. Even if you have disagreements or arguments, you're going to be able to come together and smooth that out together as adults, not screaming and yelling at each other, but let's actually talk it through. Let's hear each other. Like, that's something that's coming through here. Even with friends, like maybe you've had a lot of friends and you've always argued with your friends, or you've had really difficult relationships with your friends, right? You're going to be calling in people who are not difficult in that sense where you feel like you have to fight to be heard. You're calling in people now who are going to see you and they're going to hear you, and you're going to be able to hear and see them. So ancestors, what have you been trying to get to my fellow humans? Your ancestors have been trying to get this to you. I wasn't going to do a 3-card spread, but I guess here we are. On the bottom, we have the 4 of Wands with participation. Yeah, so they just need you to be present with as things are unfolding right now. We have awareness with the Chariot. We have existence with the Magician. Wow, very powerful. And the 5 of Cups with clinging to the past. Networking. Okay, so the thing here is letting go of those old beliefs. You're shoring up old patterns and habits here. You are manifesting a new reality, okay? Because you're becoming aware of yourself. It's not even necessarily aware of your traumas or your triggers as much as it is just being hyper aware of how you show up each and every day. Not for the sake of impressing others, but is this in alignment with who I want to be? Like, is that what I just said in alignment with the person that I'm trying to be? And then you make adjustments according to that. And what your ancestors are trying to get to you is helping you to let go of that chaotic past that you've been in. There's so many different things that you're rewiring here, so that when you network with people, you're going to be networking through a place of discernment, and that discernment is going to help you connect with the right people. Instead of just inviting in people for the sake of settling or for fear of not connecting with someone, you're getting spiritual intelligence here in a way that you have not had before. And that's why things are taking an exorbitant amount of time, is because you're literally changing the way you approach the world. And that takes time to really implement in the here and the now, to physically manifest that in this 3D realm. And that's what your ancestors are trying to get you right now. They want you to see yourself as this amazing person. They want you to be clear about your goals. They want you to be clear about what you want from life, so that way no one shakes you up. The 10th house, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. And it could even have to do with your career as well, like getting into leadership or growing in your career, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be relationships. It's, again, connections. It feels like the right connections in your life. You are building an unshakable foundation. And that's what's taking so long. You first had to demolish the old foundation so that you could lean into a new foundation. But again, that takes time. It's not like you have a million workers on it. You have you and your spiritual team, but it's just a slow process in the spiritual world because there's no real rush, right? We think we have to rush through things because we're in a rush society, but it's actually through the slow, steady efforts that create something that will never be altered by outside circumstances. We have Spider Spirit here with Make Your Dreams Real. So they are coming to you with number 11. You're going through a period of spiritual awakening right now. We have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So there are people who are coming into your energy, and soon, very soon it feels like, okay? This is not something you're going to have to wait forever for them to come in. This is something that they're coming in pretty soon. It's like right now, right now. Okay? Yeah, look, cusp, break on through, babe. Yeah, you're on the cusp of it, just about to go over to the other side, right? And I think that's really powerful for that to come in, because it's showing that you've come a long way, but also reminding you to trust the process. Let's get an Archangel Michael card. Okay, thank you. No, it is not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. Okay, so again, another one with time here. Time to collaborate, on the cusp, break on through. Like, things are working out, so there's no need to force this. And I feel like why the no, it's not the right time yet came out is because they're reminding you there's no need to force this. We're working with you behind the scenes to ensure that you connect with the right people. Okay? All right. 2 more, they said. Okay, 1 more. Oh, okay. So these ones here. We had 3 flip over. On the bottom, we have a party, celebration, event, public, social gathering. Okay, so we are having this energy come in where there's going to be a huge celebration soon. You're not going to be alone anymore. We had signs and synchronicities, which came out first. Coincidence, signal, hint, message from the universe. So we're sending you signs and synchronicities. Yes, it is close. It's not yet upon us, but it is close. We had music come out, musician, snake charmer, harmony, and melodic. So we're trying to bring you into this state of harmony so that you can be at peace when the people who are meant to come into your life, because you're going to be mirrors of one another. Also, if that's for dating, we have date come out, courting, date, anniversary, and meetup. Yeah, so some of you are wanting to date. You want your person to come in, but it feels like it's taking forever to manifest your person. That's okay. It's okay. Like, what if you became okay with the fact that right now it's just not the right time and just accept that? It would take a lot of pressure off, right? Pluto, transform. Right now you're going through a lot of transformations. Let that happen. Malefics, beware of challenges. That doesn't mean that life is not going to have its challenges. Life is always going to be lifing. Okay? Make a decision. What matters more, your mind or your heart? What matters more? Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Are you prioritizing a relationship over what it is that you want to accomplish in your life? That's something to look at here. It's just a question. Only you can answer it, right? But allow yourself an opportunity to be blatantly honest with yourself. We have between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, and implicit. So right now it's the in-between space, okay? We're hinting at it to cement your hope and your want for it, but we're not hinting at it to get you back obsessed with it. We don't want that, okay? Liquid courage, bravery, confidence, intoxicated, odd behavior. So you could be overcoming the toxic patterns that have been going on or certain types of addictions. What was I saying? We don't want you to become obsessed with it. Liquid courage is the next card to come out. So they don't want you to go back into those old patterns of getting super obsessed with it. Okay, obsessed with love, obsessed with the end result. Reconciliation, reunion, a second chance, back together, I miss you. So this could be someone from the past that's going to be coming in as well. Last card here, hookup, one night stand, intimacy, casual relationship, or fling. Decide what you want. Do you want just a hookup or do you want something that's long-term? And if you want something that's long-term, then make sure that your actions mirror that, right? Not just jumping into bed on the first night. Not even jumping into bed after the first 3 dates. Like, make it a thing where you become exclusive before you actually get into bed with this person. I know that sounds scary. I know. Oh my gosh. We do, like this whole world, nobody does that. That's not true. That's not true. But honor yourself and your self-respect by choosing to say, let's be exclusive with each other. Have that uncomfortable conversation with one another. And then go to the next step, right? Because anything other than that, it might not necessarily be taken seriously. Okay, so see beyond the current situation. And then we have this card. I'm going to read this one from the book. Yeah, connect with your emotions. So we're trying to clear out a lot of those heavy emotions that you've been feeling recently with Water Guardian. Okay, so I opened up right to Seer. So obviously Seer wants to be read. Says most, if not all, traditions have a seer in some shape or form. Some seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see your intentions can change, therefore so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward for yourself. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so that your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening, so stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. So reconnecting with that inner seer, that inner clairvoyant. Okay, so Water Guardian. Heart Guardian, magic, medicine, Water Guardian. Says, take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh. The Water Guardian represents the angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depths of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. They are also the old emotions that you may have locked deep within your shadows, the shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you to hear the messages they have for you and unlock your intuitive powers and the energies of abundance. Your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad. They are all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and need. Take time to breathe and acknowledge them. This lets them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive and psychic messages arising in you at this time. Unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. So they're absolutely helping you to reconnect with your intuition so that you can really get those messages that are necessary from the emotions and the situations that you're currently facing. Yes, things are slow, but they're slow for a purpose. There's no need to rush an outcome like this. It's not going to make or break you. Even if you feel like it is, then that's something worth exploring. If you're like, no, it absolutely is, like it has to happen right now, that's worth exploring. Because that's a fear that's bubbling up and saying, I have to have it right now because of insert fear. I'm not enough, or I identify with it, or I'm lacking in some way, shape, or form. Honoring that will help you to release that need for control and having things a certain way and open up to how things truly are in this moment. Because when you're able to be present with how things are in this moment, then you're giving yourself an opportunity to be at peace. And it's when we're at peace, we manifest the most. Okay? So what a powerful message that came in here. This is what I'm seeing for you. If it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you feel like this is your message, leave the little crystal ball emoji down below and say, I tap in and tune into myself, knowing that the wisdom that is shared is what is going to help align me to my highest path of light and love. And if you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything below in the description box. Right now, I'd like to take this moment to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, my spirit guides, and a special shout out to your ancestors for coming in today to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.